So hey John, I'm Rose. Nice meeting you today. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions about your experiences. So I'm just wondering, what was life like in the past?
Life in the past was kind of rough. I was going through a divorce and everything, and I ended up coming to the shelter because I was living with my mother, and my mother passed away, and I had custody of my two daughters. So when I finally came to the shelter, I had my two daughters with me, which is hard for me. You know, as being a man, I had to provide for them and everything. Then I also had a sous chef position. I was working with a Sedesco company at Heinemann Hospital, and I was laid off, a few years. So being homeless, having a manager's job was still rough because I had to take care of my kids and everything. So when I came here, it was stressful at first because I was like, I shouldn't be here and everything, but it ended up being the best thing for me and everything.
How did you came to know this organization, and what's the specific reason that you came here, other than like other organizations?
Well, the first shelter that I was in was Elijah Shirley in Broad Street in Center City, and it was a very bad place. They never had a mail there. So the lady who worked there, she finally let me and my daughter stay there, but it was very bad there. And I was like, wouldn't wish that experience there for nobody. So I ended up, one of my friends contacted Interfaith, and that's how I was able to reach them to come here and everything. So.
Okay. So how long, when you're like in the program, how long were you in the program, and what do you think the program provided that you think meant most to you?
I was in the program maybe, I guess, almost 4 months and everything, and it helped me a lot, especially raising daughters on my own and everything. It was, because my daughters were going to their teenager stage, and it was just me and everything. So the shelter, Ms. Rachel, everybody involved helped me out a lot, being a better parent, being a better, a man and everything. So it was very grateful and everything at the time.
If you have like one sentence or one phrase to like characterize what this organization's meant to you, what would you say?
It makes you feel home. It's a shelter, but it's not a shelter. You never think it was a shelter. It's always make you feel comfortable. You never feel, out of place and everything. It was always like family.
So you talk about how it was like kind of stressful when you kind of first came here, and since when or at what instance do you think that stress went away?
Probably after about a month after I was here. Because we always had parenting classes and we get to express how we felt, and we get to meet other families, so you start getting to know everybody and everything. So probably a month after I came here, that's when a lot of stress went away because I was getting help at the time.
Mm-hmm. So after you leave the shelter, what's your life like now? And like just briefly describe to me, like you have told me stories in the past, and what's the story now?
Oh, actually, I'm doing better. My daughters are grown, and I have grandchildren now, and actually I just moved into an apartment with the help of Interfaith and everything. And it's like I left here in 2006, and they still help me like I'm still here. Anything I need, they right away help me, and I always tell them anything they need. I'm always going to be grateful because you helped me out, so I'm going to be grateful and give back and everything. So.
Mm-hmm. So moving forward, looking into the future, having experienced so much, what will be your greatest wishes at this moment?
Helping homeless. And I want to start my own community service program and everything, and help with the homeless and everything, because you never experience, until you experience that, you can't really, have any issues. I will try to do the best and keep your one foot forward.
So you talk about how you're gonna start your own community service group. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Trying to, I want to be able to, because I'm a chef, so I want to be able to feed the homeless on certain days and give out turkeys and, toy drives and everything like that. Same thing, like NFA, I want to be able to have a big building with all the families, can be in one place instead of going from church to church and everything. That's like my main goal and everything.
So like, so this, I see that this is like your personal take on, in taking initiative to go about solving or trying to like make the issue like make it a little bit better for the homeless families.
Yeah.
What do you think that like as a community, like looking at like the homelessness issue as in general, what do you think is like the most urgent steps or most effective solution that like the bigger community or government should take to go about the issue?
Well, more funding, trying to get, housing and everything, because the price of living right now is, skyrocketing and everything. A lot of families who with more than 2 kids can't afford it, especially on the income that they have, because you have to take care of your household and trying to buy a house and everything. That's why a lot of families end up homeless and everything. If the community can, come together and help out, so a lot of these abandoned houses and everything, they can fix them up for the homeless and everything would be great instead of letting the city go down and deteriorate and everything.
This is the final question. If you can say something to the current family who are homeless, who are in a shelter, who hasn't came to this better situation that you were in, that you were with Interfaith, what would you say to them? And aside from that, what would you say to the higher officials about like the issue of homelessness?
I would tell the families, don't give up, keep your head up, keep praying, because there's always somebody that's going to help you. And, when you give and be nice to everybody, something good is going to happen to you. I almost gave up, but Interfaith changed my whole attitude towards homeless shelter and everything. So, and to the higher authority, we need your help. There's a lot of people out here we would never expect that was homeless that need your help. And if we can't get your help, it's going to be more and more homeless people out here. And that's part of the reason why we need your help, because we don't want a family and kids to be out in the street anymore. So please, we need your help.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.